What's up, everybody? It's going to show you a very quick tutorial uploading your images to Zazzle versus RedBubble. They both have their benefits and drawbacks. So let's dive right into this, shall we? So for Zazzle, they give you a lot more products you can choose from. I think it's like roughly 80 products. And it seems like you kind of really have to play around with this website a little bit more to find how to do this. But you basically go to your profile under products, and you can customize products, create one on the spot, or you can use a quick create option here. So you click this, and it's going to prompt you to select what you want to upload your images on. So usually, since for sites like this, you want to make a variety of options so people can pick and choose what they want. So I usually choose all products. If you scroll down, you would upload your image, so you click your image, upload. It's going to give you the option to choose where your file is coming from. So grab one from the desktop here. I'm using a high resolution PNG file, which I recommend you do as well. The quality is just really good, and it looks good. You get what you pay for. So if you have like a low resolution JPEG, it's not going to look the best. So you click OK once you have your image selected there, and it's going to begin the uploading process. Now it's very similar in RedBubble. So in RedBubble, mind you, I'm going to be speeding up now from time to time just to kind of not make this video too long. So in RedBubble, now that's done. Okay, looks good. Say OK. Oh yes, and the templates, I believe you can customize your templates or choose one that they have, or just use the default. So hit done. So now it's going to begin the process of uploading your image and superimposing it over all these different products. The problem with this is you'll see is most of the time that you have to go under this customize button, resize to fit your image within their boundaries of these products that they make. But they make a lot of products. But it's going to be really time consuming, and it's kind of a kind of silly to me that they make you do this, but you have to go under customize. Wait for this to load. And in order to see, it's like way out, it's like way off there. So in order to make it fit, you click this button here, and this says resize image to fit the available space, no cropping. And it does a pretty good job of putting your image on their product. But usually I have to like scale it down a few more times by hitting this minus little button here, the scale out, they call it. And they do have this really cool function on here that gives you the option to rotate your image. So you hit this a few times, you can customize it that way, scale it up, scale it down. That's pretty decent like that. Kind of like it sideways like that. Once you're satisfied with the look, oh, you can also change the background color as well if you want to. So, looks interesting. Okay, once you're satisfied with the look, you hit done. And now it's scaled properly, and the background colors changed to your product, and you get ready to go. But like I said, there's like 80 different things here, so you have to go through all of them and do that. So it's really time consuming. Now RedBubble is a little bit more user friendly, but the drawback is they don't give you as many options. So you'd say under your profile, add new work. So it's going to give you the option to select your image just like the other one did. Choose my PNG file. That's going to begin the process of uploading. So the drawback with RedBubble is they don't have as many options. They give you like 30 products versus like 80 from Zazzle. They do a pretty good job at scaling your stuff, although you do have to fine tune this as well. As you can see, it's still off. But there are a lot fewer steps, it seems like, involved in rescaling it. So let's just choose the phone case. You go under edit, and it gives you this nice little neat simple menu here with the scaling feature, which I think is really cool. But the huge drawback for me is they do not give you an option to rotate your artwork, which is like, it seems like the dumbest thing ever, because now I have to go back and re-edit my artwork, upload it again, and continue this process. You can change the background color like the other one gave you the option to. You can choose which style. So let's choose like iPhone case. So now the image up here changed. I don't know if you saw that. Do it again. Well, it's giving you the parameters for each phone case. So like within the Galaxy, yeah, that fits. But if I choose it to an iPhone, it's not quite within that boundary. Something's getting cropped off. So I'd have to scale it down to fit there. And now I know that's okay and it won't be cropped off. But I can't rotate my image, which is really silly to me. I don't know, it's something they need to fix. So the problem with Zazzle is you can customize the colors. They give you some standard ones here. If you want to get like more creative and have more customized colors, you click this eyedropper button and you get the same kind of palette where you're able to choose colors. But not just from here, but you can hit this advanced button. Now that gives you the option to choose all kinds of colors and get real creative with it. Kind of the same thing there. You can choose how dark you want the color to be. And same thing, you can copy the hex number over there, their product or color number, and you can use that same number to apply it to all your other products so they're all matching. But like I said, the scaling just seems a little silly because you have to kind of go through all of these. But this rotate option, that really is worth it. I don't know, it's something, it's really smart of them to do. Yeah, I'll fast forward through this and I shall talk to you in a little bit. They both give you this option to create tiles or repeating patterns, but so you have a square option here. Let me zoom down. And as you can see, it just kind of repeats the pattern of your image in a square pattern. If you click this, it gives you kind of a slightly different pattern option there. And this kind of breaks it up into two. I think that this button is just for the, might just be for the journal, because I haven't seen that on the other options they gave me here. Or you can say none, where it's just your image by itself. Cover. Yeah, it just seems like the book, it gives you that other option as well to create a repeating pattern. But I think that's kind of a cool option there to give you, you know, it might create something really creative with your artwork that you didn't think of before. Just playing around with this. And Zazzle does the same thing. I don't know if they give you that many options under customize. Once again, you get your artwork, scale it down, choose the right background color. I'll just leave it at how that is there. But they have that option as well. It's under this little wheel here, advanced options. So they have this little box here. You click tile this image. And it creates the square pattern. The only problem, it doesn't really give me the option to create any additional patterns. It doesn't look like that's the only one they have there. They do also give you this option to show whites in the image as transparent. So perhaps you have a design that you want to superimpose on different colored garments and you don't want the white to show on something. You click that little option here and it would hide the white on that garment, which is really cool. So you don't have to go back in and re-edit your designs and artwork. It just does it for you. Anyway, I thought that was a really cool function, but they both have that option to create tile patterns, but this doesn't give you that many options as to how you want it to look. All of our products here, we can move on to the next step, and that's filling in all the information. So Zazzle, you click next. While that's loading, I'll move on over here. Same deal with RedBubble. I have everything edited that I like. Filled in the information here. You give it a title, description, tags you want to include, You have to choose what kind of media it is. 2 options here, so it's an illustration, digital art. If you have collections or categories you want to file it under, you can do that. Create your own. If you haven't already. Choose what you want people to see first. So I'll just say t-shirts. Can anyone see it, or is it private? It's public. Is there any mature content? None of this applies to me, so no. And kind of the same deal over here at Zazzle. So you fill in the title. I'm just going to copy and paste the description. Category. So let's just say it's art. And they give you subcategories you can choose from. Graphic art, illustration, and done. So you only have to choose one according to this. Store category. So I chose my store. I have a few options here. If you have multiple stores, you can select it from here where you want it to be saved to. Under a column I just called 2016. The tags, I'm going to copy and paste. It's suitable for everybody. It's visible to everybody. It's not hidden. Quick create option, select OK, customize it. Do I want, so clicking this gives the option for people to add their own names, their own artwork, and kind of modify your product a little bit, which is cool in a way because, you know, it makes it more personal for your consumer. So I'm gonna leave that as is and leave the percentile. This is a big thing that RedBubble does not offer you, an option to choose the percentage of each sale. So if you increase the percentage, the overall price will go up. But if you leave it pretty low, you'll still be making, you know, around $2 or $3, $4, depending on what the item is. RedBubble doesn't give you that option, which is really unfortunate. I also covered a video comparing Society 6 with these two as well, and it also gives you an option to choose the percentile that you'd like to earn off each sale, which is really cool. But RedBubble doesn't give you that option. There it goes. So now it's ready, and then within 24 hours all these products will be available for sale. You'll get a notification via email that everything's ready to go. Same thing for RedBubble. So I have all that selected, and I say save work, and there it goes. So now your products are ready for sale, and if I wanted to, I can place an order right now, then manufacture it in a reasonable amount of time here. So the pros, I would say Zazzle, they give you the option to resize it. You have more options to customize it and make it more personal. You have a lot more options to choose from, and you can also rotate your image, which is a big thing for me. And you can choose the amount that you want to get paid. You know, come on, that's one of the main deals why you're uploading your artwork here. RedBubble, they give you, I don't know, the interface just feels a lot more smooth. It's sleeker. It feels like it runs a little faster. They have like a really cool tiling option, but it just seems like a watered down version of Zazzle. So some of the cons here for Zazzle at least are, well, yeah, the rendering of their products just, they look okay. I don't know, it feels like it's lacking something though. Whereas like RedBubble, there's like, I can get a closer look at my product versus this. I think maybe as close as I can get, unfortunately, but that's not a deal breaker for me, you know. It's kind of a con. The interface feels a little slower. It's kind of harder to find some of the functions. As far as like, you know, creating new products, you kind of have to look around more and get real familiar with their interface. Resizing every product is just really time consuming. And considering I tend to have to do the same thing for every product, where I would have to click it once to, you know, resize it, and then minimize that another 2 times, and it's the same process every time for almost all of my images that I uploaded. So I feel like if they somehow were able to make like a mass edit option, that would really be a hell of an improvement and a time saver right there. For Redbubble, well, one of the major things is that there are so few options as far as products. They offer you 31 options versus like 80 something options. A lot less options to customize your product. Like I can't add a name or any photo if I wanted to give this as a gift to somebody. You're able to do that in Zazzle, but you're not able to do that in Redbubble. You can't choose the percentage you're making, and not being able to choose how much you're making is really unfortunate for me. But if I had to choose out of the two, I'd probably have to go with Zazzle on this one. They just give you so many more options to choose from and customize. Even though Redbubble's interface feels a little more sleek and quicker, Zazzle kind of takes it on this one. Both offer pretty good customer service for the most part, although I have encountered more problems with Redbubble than I have with Zazzle as far as my artwork being approved. I've gotten like flagged for designs like this. It's a, well, not this particular one, but similar ones. Where I'm parroting something and I've been flagged on that, versus using Zazzle or Society 6. I haven't had that issue, or using Spreadshirt or Cafe Press or any of those other ones. But Redbubble seems to really be strict on their rules there, and they don't really get back to you if you do have any questions as to why your product was flagged, which is, kind of sucks. But if you're just an up-and-coming artist trying to get your work out there, and you don't feel like spending the money, for me, like I make fashion and design, a lot of graphic prints, and for me it's not affordable to pay to have all these designs made into screens, to either have it printed for me or print it myself. I'll just order one-offs and use one of these services. The turnaround time is really good. So that's my little 2 cents there. So hopefully that helps somebody kind of choose which service works for them best. This is just my own personal experience using both of these sites. I just feel like you have so many more options with instead of Redbubble. But yeah, let me know what you think. Leave a comment, subscribe, and I'll try to get back to you guys sooner. I know I've been on a hiatus here, just been trying to focus on clothing, and haven't had a chance to really reply a lot, so apologize for that. Alright, y'all, I'll talk to you guys later, and have a good day.